Okay, I'm about to show you how to get an insanely rare Elden Ring weapon. Now, this thing hits like a colossal weapon, but has almost double the speed. Most players don't have it though, because getting it takes bloody ages. God, it seconds me. Okay, so this is the Beastman's Cleaver. It's basically the Thanos blade in Elden Ring form. This thing is one of the best pure strength weapons in the entire game. It's twice as fast as a colossal weapon and almost as powerful. Colossals will do more damage, of course, but the Beastman's Cleaver is speedier, so you can get more hits in. As well as that, it has access to fast attacking weapon arts like Wild Strikes, for instance, which is something the Colossals don't have. Think of the Beastman's Cleaver as a budget colossal weapon, but lighter, faster, and with a much bigger moveset. Oh, and also, power stancing them is amazing. All of this is why I really recommend trying out the Beastman's Cleaver for yourself. That is, if you're prepared for a grind, because the drop rate on this thing is ridiculously low. So I'll show you where to get it and then how to upgrade it to make it as strong as it can possibly be. We will start at the 4 belfries, so fast travel here and make your way down to this teleport. This teleport will bring you right to a special area in the crumbling Farum Azula, letting you reach this late game area right near the start of the game. You can't really explore the whole area from this teleport, it's kind of blocked off, but what you can do is get the Beastman's Cleaver super early. So make your way down to this in this direction, then fight the 2 beastmen at the bottom. Although I will say, be warned, because this is a pretty tough fight. One of the beastmen continually spams you with projectiles, while the other rushes at you, doing all kinds of spinning stuff. If the cleaver doesn't drop after killing these 2, fast travel back to the 4 belfries and try again. To speed up the process, press Y on the map screen. This automatically selects the last grace you visited, and it's really handy. Now, as I say, this is the earliest you can get the Beastman's Cleaver in the game, but it's not the fastest way to farm it. There's a lot of walking involved, as you can see, and the enemies are pretty hard. So now I'll show you an easier farm, but you will have to be quite far into the game to use it. The site of grace we're going to now is called Beside the Great Bridge. From here, take 3 steps backwards, or you could just run backwards, but it's not as fun. So go down the lift, and when it's at the bottom, make your way right. The beastman you're farming is right down this hallway, which is really handy. I like to walk up on him so he doesn't spin around, because if you run up to him, he will spin around and you get less hits that way, but you know, you can take him out however you want. I'm using Rivers of Blood because it's just really easy that way. And then once he's done, fast travel back to the site of grace. But do watch out for the red lightning bolts from the guy just ahead of him. They're easy enough to dodge, I guess, but yeah, do watch out for them. So that's the farm, but wait, because there's a way to optimize the farm to get the cleaver much quicker. To do that, use the silver pickled Foulfoot. Now, ordinarily, I would say not to use it, because every time you fast travel, it resets the buff. But in this case, you should use it because you don't have to fast travel back to the grace. Just ride the lift down, kill the beastmen, then ride it back up again, and then when you rest at the site of grace, the buff from the Foulfoot remains. Again, it only resets when you fast travel. So you can keep on having the buff from the Foulfoot for, you know, 3 or 4 minutes or however long it lasts for. The cleaver has an extremely low drop rate, so we want to have arcane as high as we possibly can. And now let me just crunch the numbers a sec about item discovery. So arcane governs item discovery, in other words, how regularly items drop. The most discovery you can have in the game is 332. 100 is the base number. Having a 99 arcade stat on your character brings you up to 199. The Silver Scarab Talisman gives you 75 more discovery, bringing you up to 274. Using a Silver Pickled Foulfoot adds 50, which puts you at 324 item discovery. And the Silver Tier Mask Helmet gives you 8 more discovery, putting you at 332, which is the maximum. That's how to max out your item discovery. So with our arcane maxed out at 332, we can do the run again, and after countless runs, we finally get the Beastman's Cleaver. And hey, if you wanted to, you could try and get a second cleaver by doing the whole thing all over again. Now let's see what you can do with it. One of the things you can do with it is to use the secret heavy move. Now I love this. This weapon has a unique 2-hit charged attack. If you use a heavy attack, then delay, then hold the heavy attack button, the charged attack will become a different 2-hit combo. So that's really cool, but there is another way of modifying your movesets. This is by using the Beast Roar or the Braggart's Roar Ash of War. These Ashes of War are not moves, they are buffs, so they shouldn't ordinarily affect your moveset, but they do actually change the R2 move of this weapon to the heavy attack. To the heavy attack used by the beasts of the Farum Azula that you've just been farming. So basically you can cosplay as the beasts who drop this sword. It's really cool. The move only changes while the buff is active. As for other Ashes of War that work really well with this sword, I recommend Flame of the Redmanes. It's got amazing posture damage, so you can stagger enemies with ease, and it also scales well with strength. So the Flame of the Redmanes is great for staggering enemies. This cleaver also has exceptional guarding ability, so slap a Great Shield Talisman on and you can block attacks without using a shield. Also, I do like the Wild Strikes Ash of War, so this one lets you spam attacks and potentially stagger enemies without them getting a hit in. It's quite unfair, and it's good to use just because this is an example of an Ash of War colossal weapons usually wouldn't be able to use, but with the Beastman's Cleaver you're getting a similar amount of damage as a colossal weapon, but way more speed. So that's how to get the ultra rare Beastman's Cleaver. If you got this weapon, let me know in the comments how you like to use it. I always love hearing your thoughts, and for more Elden Ring guides, subscribe to the channel.